Hello, welcome to Score on Business. I'm Angie Grissam, the president of the Rainmaker Companies and your host today. SCORE is an organization that is focused on the success of small businesses and entrepreneurs. Today I have Leisa Gill as my guest. Hi, Leisa.
Hi, Angie.
So Leisa is the Director of Client Experience at LBMC and leads the firm's private companies practice segment, where she sets the strategy for growth with private company clients and prospective clients. Most people probably have heard of LBMC. You were formerly known as Lattimore Black, Morgan & Kane, and then you have added a host of family companies, but primarily you're focused in accounting, HR, technology, and a myriad of other services.
Correct. Yep.
You guys have just under 600 people now, which is incredible.
It is, and 3 offices.
And 3 offices. So you're in Brentwood, you're in Knoxville, and you're in Chattanooga.
Correct.
That's so exciting, so exciting. We are thrilled to have you here, Leisa, today. Leisa, entrepreneurs have the challenge of building and running businesses, and as you know, there are so many moving parts to that. And I have a passion for empowerment for team members, and so you know that if you have people that are excited and people that are motivated, then you can do so much more with your organization. If you have people working together, you've really got to focus on investing and elevating your people. So at LBMC, you guys offer so many developmental opportunities for your team. So tell me a little bit about what you guys are doing in that arena.
Sure, I'd be happy to. So first of all, we have an LBMC University. So this is basically the learning platform for folks that come in new to the firm, but also as industry things change, etc., to keep them well educated on those things. And we do that through a myriad of things, from peer-to-peer to live sessions of training to videos.
That's incredible. It sounds like at LBMC you're focused on engaging people at different levels. So everybody from somebody who's an intern or brand new all the way up to people that are partners and owners in the firm. So what advice might you give entrepreneurs to keep the training and development interesting in their organizations?
So first of all, I think it's important that no matter the size of organization, from small startups on to very large organization, that training be a part of that, and whatever that looks like. And for us, it is a myriad of things, but kind of the coolest thing we're doing right now is around video. So when you have 600 people, they can't all fit in one room, at least not ongoing for from session after session. So using video to help bring about a message or to train. I mean, when you think about how many people are visual learners,
that's right.
It's so critical to use that as a component.
I think about how people are learning today with my children. You know, you can look anything up online instantaneously, and we have very short attention spans, and people learn differently, and you want to keep them engaged. So I love the idea of using video, and I know more and more companies and organizations are looking at that. What are some examples of ways video can be used to keep people engaged in any organization, not just for training and development, but how can people use video?
Well, we use it in a number of ways. So it might be to talk about a new service. It might be to share the expertise of a particular practice area.
Yeah.
It might be for a client interview so that we learn what we're doing well from a client's perspective. There's a lot of different ways, but continued education, especially in the accounting firm, is a requirement. So ongoing education through those modules and being able to keep people engaged, video is just one of the best ways to do that.
Absolutely. And you know, I have found that if you build programs into the rhythm of the organization, then they're sticky. So when we're talking about how do we elevate and empower people, using video, using a lot of different creative training strategies is really an incredible idea. What about coaching and mentoring? That's so critical and so important. And I know in our industry, in accounting and even in legal, retention and recruiting is so critical, and it's so difficult to do sometimes. So how might you recommend firms or companies go about with a coaching or mentoring program?
So we have a program for coaching at our firm. We're kind of a flat firm, so we've got 1 to 12 manager to team members. So it's hard to, you don't have all those extra layers in there to kind of help you with that. So this one-on-one opportunity where sharing takes place, where trust is continued to be built, where they feel like they are can be vulnerable and share, and then have someone that is looking after those things that they need to strengthen, engaging them in those ways. Yeah, it's a learning opportunity.
So something that comes to mind is sometimes with young people, for example, there might be a challenge with work-life balance, or there might be a challenge where they're not grasping something technically that they want, or maybe they want to be elevated or advanced in their career and they're frustrated and feel like they're at a roadblock. If you have a coaching and mentoring program, you open that conversation up so that those individuals are able to then say, you know what, Leisa, this has been on my mind. I'm really interested in this, which is so much better than them just leaving and you wondering what happened.
Exactly. Coaching is so important. It is the relationship piece that happens in the workforce. When you can be vulnerable, when you can share and know someone will help engage you in a way that helps you learn and strengthen your skills, both soft skills, but as well as much as are important as much as the technical skills, right? Because you have to be able to carry yourself in an environment when you're face to face with a client. So all of that's important. The other side of that is mentoring. When you think about mentoring, mentoring is usually a chosen. So I might choose you to be a mentor, or I might get assigned someone as my coach. So I would encourage people to have mentors both inside an organization, those that you really look up to. Maybe it's in a totally different area than where you're working, but also outside your company, where it might be someone in a completely different field.
That makes total sense.
You admire them and you share with them, they help you. You actually, in a leader-follower relationship, you learn from each other.
You do. That's really great feedback. Mentorship and coaching is so incredibly important. Leisa, you have been so helpful today. I really, really appreciate it. Any other really quick advice on what entrepreneurs can do to really get their people engaged and empowered?
So I'm a big fan of transformational leadership. So the way that we used to empower our people, the carrot and stick, or here, do this, and you go and do that. That worked well for the baby boomer era, but not so much for Gen X and millennials.
So now it's time to really focus on being a better, more transformational leader than leading in the old way.
Yes, collaborative, sharing, making them a part of the solution as much as helping them find the answers.
I love that. I love that. Leisa, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for coming today.
You're so welcome.